Three dismal rounds over in Czech Republic and Austria. 3 points his advantage over Andrea Dovizioso. Great rhythm so far. If you're tuning in for the first time since this morning warm-up, you would have seen some sort of moment with his left hand. He was looking down at it. It's nothing, there's no dramas. It was just stitching coming away from his race glove. But it's going to be interesting today. Many people's favourite for the race win, I think it's fair to say. Certainly based on his race pace yesterday in FP3 and FP4 look very good. 18th front row start in Moto Jipi coming the way. Quattro started, of course, third here last year as well. And a battle royale with Marc Marquez for the victory. Quattraro started third last year. This man started pole last year, and that's where he started. 27 lap race here today. Second pole position in the last 3 races for Maverick Vinales. No win from pole though here in Misano since Danny Pedrosa back on the Repsol Honda 10 years ago now in 2010. But this man, right from the first exit on Friday morning in FP1, has been buzzing. Loves this new surface. Despite a few aggressive bumps, the Yamaha does not have the same issues absorbing those bumps as some manufacturers like Ducati and Honda. And Maverick Vinales out to enjoy himself in the Italian sunshine. He said, don't really care where I finish as long as I enjoy the race. Not too sure how much I believe him on that one. No, he's 22 points down in the championship. He's not actually won a race from pole himself since Le Mans 2017. Here is Franco Morbidelli then. He'll be lining up second on the grid, and that's a great effort here at home when you consider what he'd been through in the last 3 or 4 weeks. That horrifying crash in Austria really affected him going into the Styrian.
Between a fast bike and one that's a great handling motorcycle, but once you start out, remember the Saturday crash that he had if you were with us yesterday, ruled out with a shoulder injury, quite a serious one by the sound of it, that's for sure. It is 25 laps, 68.7 miles of MotoGP. The season starts here in a rev, and we go down to turn 1 with a massive block into turn 1. Oh, that was wide, very wide indeed for the Yamaha man. He just about managed to pull it down again and get in front as soon as he possibly can. Quattraro is going to have to try and deal with Marc Marquez. Look at Marquez already.
One of the things that I've heard the riders talk about is if you're following a rider, your front tyre can easily overheat, obviously, and he's really as soon as he can.
Miller's just got up the inside of Quattraro, so Jack Miller's got out the track fairly swiftly as well. Jack Miller, the Australian, there on the weekend as well. We figured he'd be the top Ducati man, was shocked when his teammate made 9. Did you see Marquez? Nearly rode over the back end of, doesn't it? It has got that first burst of speed when you tap the power in.
Exactly.
Nightmare to ride.
And it's Vinales, he's going to have a go. No, Marquez normally, he just explodes, doesn't he? He's straight on to perfect race pace.
Marquez almost looks like he's playing a slightly waiting game over Vinales. They tell me that the Yamaha is a little harder to ride this year as well.
It's rare you see Quattraro go backwards in a race.
Reticent at the moment. It's not.
Vinales, that's what happened then.
That was nearly Valentino Rossi getting rammed, if you remember, out of Assen. Boys, now then, Quattararo's got work to do. But that comes back down to what we were talking about right at the beginning of this. The Yamaha maybe now.
Big shout out for Bradley Smith. 11th place, he's made up 5 places. I tell you what, that's amazing.
Well, Aprilia in testing has been looking quite good. We were speculating whether the thing had been turned down a bit since it got here, because to an extent. So Marc Marquez, let's have another look at it. So the front had got one, his right leg up in the air, took to the dirt. Incredible save, whatever way you look at it. And I was looking at, got a huge record for crashing, and I had a little thought to myself, I wonder if they ought to add another column there that crashes.
I was going to say, is he going to implode like he did in Argentina a couple of years ago?
He hit everything except the pace. Mind you, it's probably a good thing for the team if he goes around and uses a bit of that adrenaline on track rather than back in the garage. He remembered himself after that mistake, because this one was, by his standards, once though leads this race from Jack Miller, the Australian, from Fabio Quattraro, who now has pace to win this race. Obviously this year, 20 years, 304 days. Regis Laconi was the last friend.
It was really strange, mixed weather races.
Yep. Quartararo.
Ducati, this is going to be interesting to see how fast the Ducati is.
I think
Can he square like fast?
Quartararo cut him off where it might have been able to throttle in that second earlier that he wanted to. Just held him back. The Ducati was faster than the Yamaha, but you can't shut the throttle really, otherwise you're going down.
No.
It's a real motocross job. You just got to go for it.
Tell me that he was in 7th place. He's dropped right back.
I thought by now. But Rabinder has been brilliant all week on the KTM. It's looked very, 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 very good indeed. So the 33 down.
That's in 2nd place. You're in a strong position. You feel good. You've now got to have a word with yourself. He's never won a MotoGP race.
He's going to go for it,
Yeah,
for sure, 100%. No doubt about it. Race with a man that is desperate for his first ever race win.
Yeah, Maverick's made a mistake basically.
Yeah.
It'd be quite interesting to see what happened there.
Yeah. So Maverick Vinales, maybe something's just... he's got good late race pace.
Yeah, he has.
Something he's always had. So if Quartararo's going to do anything about it, he'd be well advised. He's wondering. So there is the 27 of Iker Lecuona with Marc Marquez.
That was late. Oh, and 3 seconds behind. Here we go. This is the mistake then. Watch this. Maverick
tips a good long look over his shoulder as well. So it's obviously something just a little out of shot that brought them all back to play.
Jack Miller, fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Miller, if anything, there was a big bold underlining now. Factory you've got. The minute is whether they are going to have Andrea Dovizioso in the team as well. I don't know, they don't seem to really want to go the extra bit with Dobby, do they? Mash there.
Of personalities. What is strange?
Oh, hang on, Mav. Straight on he goes. Well, you got that on a hop, skip and a jump on the brakes.
About it.
Has just set his PB lap. What rhythm Vinales has got at this stage?
Oh, Mir's gone through on Rins, sorry Matt.
And that could be it.
That could be done. Now then, Rossi! Oh, Rossi almost went down there on the exit of turn 1, I'm sure of it.
Did Mir make a mistake in that final... Rins make a mistake in that final sector?
Morbidelli is dropping pace, hand over fist. This isn't over. Mir could still be on the podium here.
Yeah,
he's going to have a proper bite to
Mir's going to have a
Rossi.
pop here. Mir's going to have a pop. It's not a mere formality that Ross is going to get that 200 podium because it's Mir right behind him. Is he going to be close enough? I don't think he is. Rossi's been awesome on the brakes into turn number 8. No, Mir cannot get close enough. Alex Rins has made that move. Bravo, Juan Mir.
Rossi's now going to throw the kitchen sink at it. Surely Rossi's got to have a look at something here. Into turn 14. He's going to go defensive. He's wide though. It's all gone wrong.
Mir ran the super tight line. Is there going to be late heartache here for Valentino Rossi? The podium slips through his fingers. It looks like Frankie can relax. He's going to take his first
Man, dia tengah nu piala. Ya kaya sabari.